DogPoundDaily.com, 3 most underrated off-season moves. The third one, drafting Demetric Felton.
Addition here for the Cleveland Browns, because you would say, well, you know that Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are in the fold, but Demetric Felton is somebody who catches the football at a high rate and did at UCLA. And that's not something in the college game that happens as common as it does in today's modern NFL. Felton's numbers, they popped. He was flying under the radar heading into the draft, and the Browns pounced on him. And I expect that Cleveland gets creative. We know that Kevin Stefanski is willing to get creative, is willing to try some trick plays. He's willing to factor in some different guys to the fold. And everything that's coming out of Berea says, yeah, Demetric Felton will be part of the Browns equation. We know that Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt are going to be one of, if not the best, 1-2 tandem running backs in football this upcoming year. But when you have that third option, sometimes those are the guys that end up cashing in when you least expect it. And the way that Felton caught the football, the way that he caught the football at UCLA in that offense, he's somebody who racked up receptions. And I think that's a very, very interesting dynamic. And even Stefanski has said Felton's versatility is what he likes. He is not Nick Chubb. He does not run the football like that. He gets out in space. He makes things happen. He's shifty. And I expect that Demetric Felton is going to be a factor for the Cleveland Browns this upcoming season. There's too many good things coming out of Berea right now to suggest otherwise.
Yeah, and the thing about a guy like Felton, he creates some matchup problems for the defense, and that's always something that Kevin Stefanski kind of likes to do. All right, number 2, replacing B.J. Goodson with Anthony Walker. And I like Anthony Walker a lot. I think that's a hugely underrated signing by the Browns.
Okay, Anthony Walker is a tackling machine. You're talking about someone who has tallied 321 tackles over the last 3 seasons, someone who is a 5-year veteran in the National Football League. And I read a piece a couple of weeks ago about Anthony Walker. And in the piece, it really zoned in on the type of player he is. Anthony Walker is going to be a leader for the Cleveland Browns. He's going to be someone that this defense can get behind. And the Browns have other players who fit that mold as well. But when you do what Walker's done, and I brought up the number before, but it bears to note it again. Anthony Walker has tallied at least 90 tackles in each of the last 3 seasons of his career. He is someone who does not let guys get by him. Tackling was an issue for the Cleveland Browns last year, particularly when they were defending the run, when they would get back on their heels, when they were defending tight ends over the middle. You now have someone in Walker who can be in control of the situation. And I think that he is one of the better pickups across the league that's flying under the radar. The numbers match up. What we're hearing out of Berea says he's someone that the Browns are going to be able to count on. And he has established himself in this league. Anthony Walker is one quality pickup by the Cleveland Browns.
All right, Dog Pound Daily's top underrated move of the offseason, drafting Richard LeCount.
Well, here's why this is underrated. Richard LeCount was a first or second round type of prospect before he gets in that car accident in his final year of college. Richard LeCount is someone that leading up to that was regarded as someone who could make a very major impact for a team in their pass coverage and somebody who knew how to hit. So this is underrated because the Browns got him deep in the draft. He really fell off a lot of people's maps. And how are you going to capitalize as a draft gets deeper? Can you find a guy who could end up being a first or second round talent in the 5th, 6th round, wherever it might come? The Browns got Richard LeCount deep in this draft because he fell off the map. He had an accident on a motorcycle. Yes, a tragic thing happened to him. We sometimes see the most motivated players come back from those types of incidents and make things happen. And for Richard LeCount, it's been a very tough journey to this point. But I totally agree with that blog in saying that that could be the most underrated move because of how much he fell off the map, because of the concerns of can he be the same football player? Can he be the same guy? This guy has gone through a lot to get to this point. The Browns are shored up in their secondary. Richard LeCount, if he's even half of what he might be, then the Cleveland Browns got a win for where they got him in the NFL draft. He's a fascinating player who's had one heck of a journey, and he's the type of guy that will be easy to root for the types of things he's gone through. And he has to have a chip on his shoulder, Dave, because he was counted out heading into the NFL draft.